plan? Is it an idea? Is it your idea? Is it a plan or a dream?
Be all three.
Yeah, okay. It's all about you. It can be an idea, you have a plan, and you're aiming for what you dream about. Is there any connection, if you look at it, between the plan you have, the idea, business idea, and what you wanted to do as a child, what you prefer to do? Yeah? Okay. Can you tell something about it?
Well, as a child, I always liked, creating something that's bigger than myself, so just being creative and working on something. I think art app, really, you can always think of new designs and new, creative things. So I think.
So your creativity comes into your plan.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Was there a connection? I saw you.
Somehow there's connection, I think. There are more than one thing I wanted to be when I was a child. I wanted to be let's say an artist. I was drawing on the wall all the time. My mom were keeping the drawings, not erasing them. At the same time, I wanted to be a superhero.
A superhero?
Yes.
Okay.
In a way, it could be connected. When I wanted to do a successful business, I wanted to manage international company and work on an international scale. For me, it's like being a superhero.
Okay.
It could be connected. Now I just thought of it.
Okay, that's great. It's being a superhero, that's good. Is Bill Gates a superhero? Perhaps.
If he thought he was, he could be. That's what you think inside your head,
Yeah, well, I understand. It's nice. Thank you for sharing it. Anyone else? No, that's okay too.
Actually,
yeah.
My idea and the things that I liked to do in childhood are not connected at all.
Not connected at all. No, okay.
Like almost at all. That's even strange because as a child I really liked doing different sketches. I was always a very visual person. Even now, if I see something, I remember the shrift, the color, the place in the page where that word was the word that I need. So I really liked interpreting things that I saw, and they always looked different. Also, I really liked inventing plays, theater plays. I was doing that with socks, I think, and my parents were paying for tickets to come. Yes.
Okay.
I really liked listening to legends, and I learned to read from the book of Roman legends and Greek legends, so that's how I learned to read.
Yeah.
I was very imaginative, as you can see.
Okay, well, this imaginarity can be a connection between your childhood and what you're dreaming about now. Well, I don't say there has to be a connection, but sometimes there is a connection. When you build, when you were building with Lego as a child, sometimes you see these people become architects or civil engineers and that sort of thing. But I'm not saying so. If there's no connection, it's not false. The last thing before we get to the break. What drives you? So, what is it that drives you starting a business? Is it the left side? So this stands for money. Is anyone aiming for the money with the business?
What is the other one? It's like Happiness.
Happiness. Who's aiming for the money? For the money, okay. Anyone else?
Yes.
Yeah?
Not doing
Sorry?
not entirely, but yes.
Yeah, okay. But is it your first focus? Okay.
But they can be both.
Can be both. Yeah. Yeah. Can be both. Just think about it. You don't have to answer it, it's just for yourself. Just some reflection. But as I experienced myself, it's better to stop aiming for the money. Don't make money the goal of your business. Don't do it. And then you will make more money. It's the better, and that's why I asked you to go to your childhood. What were you comfortable doing? Be comfortable in what you do. But if you're happy, you're feeling comfortable in what you're doing, it feels like doing no effort to achieve things, because it's good. And this is mostly, I don't say it's a law, but most of the time, this is more the reason why people succeed. They're enjoying what they do. And because they enjoy what they do, they become better. They become the best. They become the most well-known person. And then, subsequently, the money will follow most of the time. You also have to have luck. The economy shouldn't have to collapse at the same time, but this is the connection about being comfortable doing what you did as a child and being comfortable in starting your business. And if you aim for the money, and I'm talking about my own experience, because when I was in my business and felt so deeply unhappy, I thought to myself, okay, come on Hans, just a few more years, get yourself together and sell the company. This was my only goal. And every day I dragged myself to my company. And it didn't work out. And I thought, well, when I was younger, I had been younger, and I thought when I'm 40, I'm going to sell the company for $10 million. Well, I can assure you, it wasn't $10 million. I just quit, being so unhappy. So, rethink in your plan. Do what you want to do. Be happy with it. Enjoy it. And the rest will follow. So, I think it's good to have a break right now. There's some Coke, CC, coffee, and other stuff. And then within 15 minutes, so 10 to 9, we will start again. feel not that different anymore. They're different, they're doing it in another way, but at that time, Apple was really different, and it was more different when Steve Jobs came back. As you all know, Steve Jobs was fired from Apple. He made Big Sur great, the movie company, and then he was asked back, and the spirit is back in the company. And at that time, I think Apple was developing a car. And as you see, it started with why. We are doing things differently. Or whatever why you choose. That's the why you are starting your business. The why you have to believe in. And I'm working 30 years now as a professional, and I'm helping people to sell their stuff to people, their service, their things. And most of the entrepreneurs or businessmen, whatever you call them, are talking this way. We deliver great quality. What is quality? We're the cheapest, we're the largest firm on earth. Okay, is this something why you want to buy there? Just because they're big? Does this make sense to you? No? To you too? No? So please, another moment of reflection. What is your why? Why do you want to start your business? You don't have to write it down, but just and keep thinking with it. Also for me, and most of the people that are successful, I'm not saying I'm successful, success comes in all sorts of forms, shapes. You can be successful earning almost no money. It can be, success doesn't mean you have to be rich and have a yacht and 2 houses. Success is something you are comfortable with. Your definition of success is your success. So it starts with your why, and all the people that follow this why are going to be successful in some sort of way. Figure that out. For my last company, this company I have now, I altered my goals 3 times. I kept on searching for my why. And every time I aimed for the big money, it didn't work out. It's very weird, but it really did. And I don't say when you aim for money it doesn't work at all. That's not what I'm saying. But the other way around works better. You feel more comfortable with it. And most companies have been searching for the why a long time. So you can set the goals for your company, for your business, whilst you're working on it. So you can say this is the goal, but you can make it a little broader, so you can adjust it just by reflecting. Does it work? Why doesn't it work? What can I do to change it? So I hope this will help you a little further. Question. You can write it down, you can speak out loud. What are you going to sell? What are you going to sell?
Service.
A service? Okay.
Service as well.
Okay. Is going to sell any product. Okay. Again, what was your product?
The watch.
The watch, and you said also
Bakery.
Sorry? Oh, yeah, the bakery. Okay, you have bread, well, pastry.
Is it app? Is that a more service or a product? Because like,
It's more a platform, I think.
Yeah, way for like we kind of sell like way for like third parties to advertise to people on our app.
I think
Is it a
it's
service or a product?
I think it's a service.
Yeah, okay.
Most of the platforms are services. You see a lot of new business now, like Airbnb, delivery, etc. They're all big data based. Big data, if you know the term. It's all about data. It's just a platform. You can sell anything with this platform. Well, what's the difference between this picture? This is a product. Do we agree? Who doesn't agree? It's a bottle of Coke. What is it? Water? Tons of sugar, and some carbon gas. Agree? But why is Coca-Cola so successful?
The second picture sells the idea of like friendship and stuff like
Exactly. Coca-Cola doesn't sell water with sugar and gas.
They attach emotions to it.
Emissions,
They
yeah.
attach emotions to it.
Yeah. They sell a feeling. Coca-Cola is fun. When you drink Coca-Cola, it's only luck. The weather is good. Santa is passing by with this big red truck, doesn't he? Do we agree?
Yeah, of course.
They don't sell this. They do sell it. Actually, they want to give you a good feeling. This is marketing. Also for you to think about your business. Perhaps this will come later. But how are you going to sell your business? And from this point on, take this in mind when you look at advertisements on television or in magazines. You have companies that sell stuff for the lowest price as possible. We have the Action in Holland, you know this shop? Lowest price ever. They're successful. You can sell this, but then it's price based. There's an interesting book, I don't know whether it's in English available also, and it's called Why Milk is Cheaper Than Coca-Cola. It's all about this. It's really cheap to make. There's a secret recipe.
They also say like people buy emotions, not logic.
People buy emotions. That's right. Yeah, it's good. And they also buy a good feeling. Also keep in mind that when you don't like me, if you really don't like me, you're not going to buy something from me. How hard I try. People also do business with people. They link you to business because you have some connection in some sort of way. It's not easy to be always that friendly person that others want to have business with. It's all related, but they're all different points of view. So keep in mind, about your business. So if you can sell millions and millions of bottles of water with some sugar, a secret recipe, and some gas, well, there must be something good in it, doesn't it? Okay, let's get back to your idea. And we're not going to sort all the things out, all the questions you have, but I just want to give you some tools to look at your plan and business in another way. And maybe you're in your bed tonight and you think, oh, my business plan sucks. That's okay. And maybe you think, wow, this will work. Oh, okay, also. Take your plan, what you wrote down, with the things you wanted to do as a child. Pass it over to someone else in this room. Don't go outside. It can be anyone. Just look around and try to do it in an uncomfortable way. So go to the person that you perhaps won't pass it to initially.
What are we going to do with each other's ideas?
I'm not telling you.
Oh,
It will come. Yeah.
okay. So you say that.
It's all part of the program. It will be given back to you. So, if things work out properly, you all have a business plan of someone else now. Yeah, does everybody have a plan? Yeah? Okay. Next exercise. Please study the plan you were given. And this is a bit tricky, especially the part that will follow. Please give feedback. Do it seriously, please. Be specific. Just give your feedback on the plan, your comments. Be honest. Be critical, but be constructive. If you don't like it, write it down also. But be constructive. If you don't like it, try to think why you don't like it. Is it because you don't like it? Or do you think it won't work out? You understand what I mean?
Write down the feedback.
Yeah? And if needed, if necessary, make it measurable when needed. So it doesn't have to be, but if you, for example, if you think the plan doesn't work out because you know that there isn't enough market for, if you're sure that there are not enough people that will buy this business, this service or this product, be specific and write it down. Let's take 4 to 5 minutes for this. And please do it in a proper way, because you're helping your fellow student with his or her company right now. I hope all the handwritings are readable. And you're also allowed to write down ideas you have. How many time do you guys need? From now? A minute? Sorry?
A minute for me.
A minute? Yeah? A minute is okay for everyone?
Let's see.
Right quickly. And again, it doesn't have to be complete right now, it's just an exercise. Okay, finish. Last part, please. And if you want to give extra feedback to the person you have the plan up, you can do it afterwards with a glass of wine. What would you have? Wine? No? No reaction. Okay. Okay. Give the notes back, a piece of paper, to the original owner. Okay, and take your plan. So it's right now you have, if I'm correct, you do have your initial plan in front of you. Don't quarrel about it. And please read the comments you were giving. Please read the comments you were given. Who wants to share what was written with all of us? And if no one's going to start, I will point someone.
I have written the feedback.
You had your plan, you gave it to someone else, and what feedback did you get? Do you want to share it with us? Yeah, please stand up. And perhaps the rest of us can be quiet. Ladies, please.
Yeah, first of all, I think I need to explain really briefly what's the main idea.
Yeah.
The idea of my bakery is that you have free price concept. The free price concept means that you pay as much as you want. I explained it to some people before, and it means that this is like sort of social business.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't have money, you can still take the piece, but you don't have to pay. You can pay as much as you want, like 2 cents or 10 euros. It depends on you and your account.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. And also the really good feedback is about the price that is can be tricky sometimes, because like sometimes people are trying to cheat you a bit and try more for free. Just yeah, it happens, but I believe in that more people are fair and they're more kind with like this, just being tricky about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the also good thing about it is to make the cakes with less sugar. This is also the feedback.
Okay.
Because we have still the problem that a lot of products are containing a lot of sugar,
Okay.
and you can like just like extract sugar from it, but you can make the cakes with less sugar and it's more healthy. Yeah, that was the real good feedback. And that also the thing that will make the cakes less price is mass production, but it's kind of impossible for me because I'm a single in baking it, and I don't have so far the resource to bake it in mass production.
Okay.
And when it's mass production, it loses the idea that it's homemade and it's like something really cozy.
Are you happy with the feedback?
Yeah, that's good feedback.
Yeah. Okay. Again, it's a small exercise. It's not working for a whole of the plan, but explain to you in the next sheet why we're doing this. Does anyone else want to share? Yeah, please stand up and share it with the rest. Again, I'm not important here.
So my idea was about selling.
Just a second. Can we please keep it, ladies again? Yeah, sorry.
So my idea was about selling, like I said, halal grocery stores and meat to immigrants and refugees. And the feedback was about focusing on the target customers where they are populated, where they live. And also we have to find a way to stand out from other stores, because I told you there are stores everywhere, and they already have their customers, so we have to find a way to stand out different than them. We can work on our reputation, our trust, our services, and relationship with the customer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy with the feedback? Yeah? Okay. Last one? Yeah? Okay, please.
Very nice suggestion actually. So he has bifurcated into partners.
Can you speak a little louder, I think?
Yeah. So basically my idea was about having a website for international people, having information translated in English. So I've got suggestions about how I can expand. So I have a suggestion that not only in Netherlands, but I can use the same concept in other international countries, having more expats.
Okay.
Then the costs which are involved, so maintenance system, employees, marketing department, so that is where actually there are chances that I spend a lot of money in marketing or promotion. Then partners, so maybe I have to partner with translation agencies if I grow bigger. And money where I can actually, on a revenue model is publicity and subscription.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy with the feedback? Yeah? Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, just because of the time, we will continue. Did you ever heard of this term, design thinking? Anyone? You did? Yeah? I'm not going to ask you to explain it.
Yes, because I don't know exactly what.
Yeah. Well, there should be a pointer. Yeah. love your client. This is the first part. Design thinking is a process, and we did it in a small way now, to become more successful with your business. So first of all, it says love your customer, love your client. And what it really wants to say is that you have to replace yourselves in the mind of who is going to buy your stuff, your service, your product. And mostly the biggest mistakes are made here. Because it's very hard to think like your customer. You have to do research. And the thing that comes in mind to me is the confirmation bias. Has anyone heard of this term?
Yes.
Yeah. Could you explain it?
So basically, confirmation bias is you think your idea is great, and everything around basically changes. So you only pick up feedback from people that also think your idea is great, and you never really criticize your own ideas. So basically, end up not being the true thing, and that's where you make mistakes.
Exactly. So you only hear what you want to hear. So in that way, your idea must be great. When I bought the business I told you about, I got feedback from several persons. I didn't listen. I didn't listen at all because I thought it would work out. And I only saw or heard what I wanted to hear. It's the confirmation bias. So that's the hardest part. And it's not easy to get negative feedback. But also try to get some negative feedback, if you know what I mean. So if others are critical, don't argue with them, but just keep on asking why. And then get back to yourself, what do I have to alter? It doesn't mean that your idea is bad. The second part is doing research. So that's what I just meant. Doing research, getting feedback, talk to people. And you can talk to people you're targeting on, so your market. You can also get feedback from people you don't want to sell your product to at all. They can have great ideas. If you want to sell an electric car, just ask dog owners what they think about cars. You know. Then you come up with the idea. Of course, you do have an idea, but then you keep this in mind, and then you can sharpen your idea. Understand? You put more weight to your idea, to your business plan, when you have done some research and when you know what the customer really wants. You could like driving a BMW, but there really are people that don't give a damn about cars. But still they do need a car. So you have to understand your market. Then you're going to test. You make a prototype, a prototype can have any form. It could be a website, it could be a printed model or whatever, a written plan. And then you get back again to your idea. And at the end, it should work out. It's a good idea. You can start your business. But you see this line, and it starts all again. So when you start a business, it's not like a perpetuum mobile. So you start it and it just runs by itself. You have to keep working on it, because you will find out that business is going up, you sell a lot, and all of a sudden it's less. Why? We start again. Why don't they buy my stuff anymore? Etc. So this is a continuous process. Does it make sense to you? It's a nice time schedule. Started 20 minutes later, so we're ending 20 minutes later or so. Summarizing, and I'd like to do the summarizations by you. What did you get from this evening? Do you want to share it?
The main idea that I got from you.
Sorry?
The main idea that I got from you.
Okay.
Yeah. So the thing that I kind of knew, but
Could you stand up, please, and talk to the rest?
So the idea that I kind of knew, but now it got confirmed, it was that you have to sell a feeling. You have to play with people's emotions in order to make a profit.
Yeah.
Like I could sell the sun, but if the sun doesn't give me any energy towards myself, towards emotion-wise, I won't make any profit.
Okay.
This is what I got.
Okay. Anyone else? You guys?
That your why and doing what you love is the most important thing.
Okay.
And that money is not a good motivator, right? And you need to find something that gets you out of bed.
Yeah. I don't say it doesn't have to be always like this, but most of the time you see that when you aim for the money, it doesn't work. So stick with your why. Yeah. Okay. Anyone? Anything else?
Oh no.
It's okay. Next one.
Also, it's about starting with the why, and also like not just selling the product, but like selling the emotions behind it.
Yeah. Because when it starts with your why, it's more easy to sell. Because everyone sells quality. And what is quality? It's a whole thing. So, it's okay.
For me, it's also why, but more specific. Like I understand that my energy product is not so good, but what is more important, like we have a lot of bakeries around, but when you're like you're doing it different, in a different way, you're bringing a different idea behind it. That's why it stands out in a different market.
Okay.
And that's how it works.
Yeah. Okay. It's okay. Next one.
I think what I got out of it is that there's no right and wrong in your why, as long as you yourself, as the founder, give a reason to your why, and you can put that reason in terms of value to the people that you're presenting that to.
Okay.
So that's what.
That's good. Okay. Anyone else?
I actually had a question.
Sorry?
I actually had a question.
Yeah.
So we did discuss about the why part and how to, let's say, come up with some good dream ideas. But you also gave us at the end a way to make that particular idea into a workable model.
Yeah.
The last design thinking side. But what I was thinking at the very initial part, how can you actually think, or how we should think such that to imagine whether this particular product which I'm thinking about is realistic.
If I understand you right, is it your question is it realistic to try to sell the thing I want to sell? Is this what you?
Yeah, I mean, is this whatever I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Is it really worth it to invest time in it or do research?
Well, that's up to you. So if you have a dream doing this, it's up to you. It's not up to me. But there comes a point. So this is why we have this thing. You have to do some research. That's the hardest part, because it's not pleasant when you have a great idea. It's thought over and over and over again. You can't sleep at night. You work at night with your idea. And then you come to a point somewhere here that your dream doesn't work out. And then you have to think again, why doesn't it work out?
Can you give me a little more details on how to do a research? Like just asking people or just checking what the market needed? Is that only the
You're getting the answer. Ask people. Talk about people. Try to think, who am I willing to sell my service or my product to? That's the hardest part. I cannot give you the answer right now. We can talk on later when we have a drink. It's okay. So I'm going to be very specific. That's not a plan for tonight. But you'll have to do some research. Well, it's no use to sell cat food to fish owners. So that's obvious. So there are some answers that are not so difficult to come up with. Okay, what is your product and who is going to buy your product? That is what it starts with. And then you can be rather specific with this. And then you have to approach these people. You can do an inquiry online, make a flyer, you can talk to people, you can go to pet shops if you want to sell cat food, for example. And then you have to get rid of the confirmation bias. So if you believe in your product, it's good. And then this starts. So you have, it doesn't come for free. Does it help you a bit? Yeah? Be free to come to me afterwards if you have some more questions. Okay, anyone else? Well, I hope I helped you a little in defining your business plan and to sharpen your idea to make your dream, your plan, or your idea work. Wish you all good luck, and let's have a drink right now. Thank you very much.
Before we actually go off and have a drink, we would like to thank you very much. And we have a little gift for you so you don't have to go home empty-handed.
Okay.
Honey from bees.
Honey from bees. Okay, very good. Oh, it's Hive from the Hive.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Thank you. And I happen to like honey very much.
You're not the only one. Thank you very much. Grab a beer, grab a drink, and talk to each other.
Or grab some of his cake.
What was I ever saying? Was the microphone working at the point?
Yeah.
I didn't know how to open it.